escaping mount. We showed the three escapes, the Trinity, the upper lift escape, elbow knee escape, and the mermaid escape. Upper and elbow knee are really your main ones. Okay, there's only a certain time you would use the mermaid escape, but it is a good escape. But I can close down both the upper escape and the elbow escape by transitioning from mount to technical mount. So what does that mean? So I put the hand on the collar, Crippy secures the hand. I know now if he gets the angle and he looks over his shoulder, he gets the profile, I can post with my hand, he'll keep bridging, and now I've lost the angle. But rather than me pushing my hand here to stop this, as he starts to bridge, I'll post my hand in front. And as the profile, watch when he actually bridges, he actually turns off to the side. I just move my knee behind his head and I come up on one foot. Detail on keeping my heel tight to his hip. And now from this position, we can start working our attacks. Although we're going to work on how Crippy should be escaping from here, I think when you're looking to escape a position, you need to be aware of what the person will be doing. So obviously from here I can open the collar, bring my hand underneath, and that is a thumb in grip. Take the slack out of the gi, and be starting to work the choke. The other thing I might decide to do is, if there's an open elbow here, I'll win the underhook. I can push my hand on the mat, I can walk up heels low, up the elbow, lean forward, right under, Third thing I can do from that position is, maybe I'm going for the choke and I feel he's a tucked chin, I can lock harness control. Sit on my hip, and then I roll across my hips. I don't fall backwards. I'm laterally sideways across my hips, and I'm taking the back. He's flung this back again. That's transitioning to T-mount against the Upa escape. You can also do it when he goes for elbow knee. His first goal will be to what? What's the first step of elbow knee? Keep my hands on the mat. I've got to make my hands light. The minute he turns to start framing at my hip, and as my knee starts to disappear between his legs, I'm just moving in the T-mount. And again from that position, I'll be looking to attack the collar choke, the arm bar, or the back. Just a good T-mount is my knee is behind his head, my heel is in his hip, and a posture from this position. A bad T-mount is sitting back like this. Because now from this position I have no base, and if Crippy just even turns in and pushes me this way, I lose that position. So, let's look about escaping. So, from here, Crippy's in mind, maybe he puts a hand on the collar, I start to work the Upa escape, the bridge escape, he moves into technical. We're aware now that the choke is the first thing he can go for. So I'm just going to take a nap. We covered this in Henry Aiken stuff, obviously Rickson stuff is basically the same. I need to fill this space between my left ear and the mat. So I put out my left arm straight, put my ear on my shoulder. If he tries to enter, very, very difficult. The other thing that's open is the arm bar, so I'm bringing a wedge. Let's get this way. Notice the way when he's in technical mount, there'll be space at the back of his knee. So whether I end up in T-mount and I'm here, I might have to like butt scoot a little bit under him. See the way I've hid my right elbow? And I'm taking a nap, so if he tries to go for the choke, tries to work the arm bar, he needs to get an open elbow from this position. Even if I was late and he managed to get his arm around my neck and he tries to take my back from there, he can't. Why not? He needs the underhook. So if he brings his arm around, secures harness, now he can take my back. Take the back, you need the underhook. So probably the most important thing is hiding this elbow. So you take a bigger step. Perfect. So you get his hands on the mat. I start to work elbow knee. Look at the way I'm trying to capture that knee. Now he transitions into T-mount. First thing I'm thinking about is getting my elbow hid, and now I'm here. Okay, these positions. So, when I learned this escape, he turns into T-mount. I was always taught to two hands grab the pants, and from that position, Crippy's going to butt scoop back this way and bring his shin in. Okay. The problem with that is, the minute he grabs my pants with two hands, he is susceptible to it. Does that make sense? So, Rickson's way of doing it, obviously it's the best because he's Rickson Gracie. He does hide the elbow, okay, with here, and he's taking it up. Okay, so we want this ability to be able to bring the shin in using just one arm. So this arm stays where it is, if that makes sense. And now this elbow makes the wedge. All Crippy's going to do is butt scoop back that way and keep my leg out, and then he's bringing in the bottom shin. Once he's the bottom shin in, if you go a number of different ways, let's just look at that, bro. So, the drill is, partner's going to be on top. They're either going to go for a cross collar choke, and you're going to work the upa escape. They're going to transition to T-mount, and I'm going to hide my elbow, and I'm taking it out. Obviously from there, they're going to start to try and work the choke. I'm not going to stay here indefinitely, but I'm going to keep that wedge with my right elbow. I'm going to curl my feet towards my body. That's the first thing. And now I keep his right leg where it is with my elbow, and I move my hip back. Now again, this might take several movements. It depends if you're up against a bigger person or a smaller person. I might have to do that again, but there'll always be room to bring that shin in. And again, I want the bottom shin. I'm not saying you can't do it with the top shin, but we'll talk about that in the next move. So now from here, I can elevate Crippy backwards. Notice the way from there, at no stage did I actually take my ear off my arm, take it with the choke. It doesn't matter now, because now I can start to elevate it. So in the pen, I turn to face him. Notice I'm on my left side. As I turn to face him, if he drops to his knee, sorry, just your knees, we just end up. That makes sense. Just going to feed that again. So we're here, elbows tucked. We're taking a nap. Curl my feet back. I move my hip. I might have to do that several times, and I bring in the bottom shin. Notice the way now I'm carrying his weight. So option one from here is I'm on my left side, I turn to face him. If I turn and he just drops on his knees for the butterfly, that's option one. Obviously if he does fall to the hip, it's really hard. Give him one of the options, we'll work it. So from here I curl back, and just put another angle on that feet. From here, pull my feet back, the wedge keeps him there. Okay. Because if I just do this and he just we'll be here all day, groundhog. So the wedge keeps it there. Curl my feet back. I bring in that shin. If for some reason when I turn to face him he drops to the hip, I'm coming up in the pass. Or here, you make that wedge. You listen to my arm. I curl my feet back. I bring in this. If he stays on one knee, but his leg stays up and I try to face him, again, this could go down a number of different ways. I can pull him in the single leg X. My go-to from here is, there's a lot of things you could do. If he's on one knee, it's different if he stands. I just bring that across, and then from there, I can start. Okay, let's play with that, guys.